Hi guys, it's been a hot minute since I last filmed a video. Yes, we're going to get dogs coming in this shot, unfortunately. Usually I film on my iPad, but my iPad is completely busted at the moment, so we're having to go rogue and do the phone and do it freehand, so it's going to be a nice shaky video as well. But I just want to get these empties out of the way. I do have some hauls as well that I'll do. So unfortunately we're sat on the carpet at the moment, so it's a wonderful angle that you can see, but we have to work with what we'll work with. So first up, I have this one, which is the Jelly Belly. There's actually two of these, and I'll do both together. So it's the Jelly Belly tea lights in French vanilla. No real scent to these, but I use them just to melt the wax melts in the burner. So tea lights are tea light. There's those. Do the next lot of tea lights. There's two of these again. So these I bought these ages ago, probably a good couple of years ago now. I bought 5 or 6 of them. From B&M. I think they were about 50 pence. They weren't 1.49. You can see how old they are because I've kind of leached into the plastic a bit there. And it's the Halloween edition, black and orange again. Just tea lights that are used to melt things in the burner, really. Go for this one. So this is the Glade Share the Spirit. This is in like 6 individual cubes. This again, I think it was from B&M. A couple of pounds, maybe not much more. Scent wise, I didn't really like it. It was a bit perfumey. It's supposed to be pomegranate sparkler, but it was a bit too like perfumey for my taste, so it's not something that I would pick up again. This, however, is definitely something I would pick up. This is Glade's Homemade Biscuit Delight. Again, it comes in like 6 little individual cubes there, and it was a bargain at 75 pence from Morrison's, reduced a few times as you can see. I love this. I got about 12 of these, I think, and I'm so glad that I did because the scent is just, it's so hard to describe. Even though it's Homemade Biscuit Delight, it's not, if that makes sense. There's definitely a floral in there, which is just so nice. Really relaxing. Definitely, if you see this, have a sniff because it's up there as one of my favourites. Very strong as well. Next up we have this one. So this one is Glade's Sugar Plum Fantasies, and again I picked this up for, well, I picked a few up actually, for about £1, I think, maybe a bit less. It's the film around Christmas time, Nutcracker, Disney's Nutcracker, and the scent is absolutely gorgeous on this. Unfortunately it didn't have a brilliant burn, as you can see. There's quite a lot of wax left there, but the scent payoff was worth it. It was just such a pretty scent, very nice. Do have more of these, and I may well chunk that wax out actually because I did enjoy the scent. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to get these anymore because, like I say, they were a special, a limited edition. But if you do see them, give them a sniff because I really rated them. Next up we have this Woodwick, which was a gift. It kind of came in 2 big pieces that I split into I probably got 4 out of that, to be honest. In caramel scent. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't very strong. It did smell strong on cold, but it wasn't the strongest when it was melting, so it's not something that I would pick up again. I'm actually not a fan. I know it's owned by Yankee now, but I'm not really a fan of the Woodwick candles at all, if I'm honest. I don't like the crackling wicks. I think they sound like a gas ring's being left on. Yeah, not my favourite really. This one, however, is definitely a favourite. This is the Bath & Body Works Almond, and it's the Mel that's in 4 pieces. Really like this scent. It throws so nicely. It's such a nice scent. Again, say hello to dogs. About to get a retriever coming in now. This is Piper. Say hello, Pipes. Yes, now we're going to get a dog in the shot. Bear with me, guys. Well, dog's decided to be a table, so that's handy. So this is my retriever. It's not a fairy rug, even though she might look like she's a fairy rug. It's my golden retriever, Piper. She's a very old girl. She's 12 and a half now, bless her. Anyhow, almond. One that I really like. I've got a few of these. Really love this scent. I know they're expensive for kind of what you get, but scent payoff wise, I usually get probably a full burn, so 6 hours plus maybe a couple more out of one chunk. So definitely worth the money, and I would definitely pick these up. More so if I could get them in this country because they're like gold dust to get, unfortunately. Next up, let's do this little car jar. So this is one that I picked up while I was in America from TJ Maxx. I was in New York, and it's the Witch's Brew. It's one of that you like kind of dangle in the car. Unfortunately, there was no real scent to this at all, if I'm honest. A whiff every now and again, but it could have been old. But I would definitely not pick this style up again. It really wasn't very good. This one was better. So again, this was from TJ Maxx. Again, the same place. I was in New York. This is like the Smart Scent vent clip. You can kind of see the idea there. It's got like liquid inside it. Really like this because it only really works when you've got your heater or your aircon or something blowing through. So it kind of lasts a long time, and the scent is really nice. It's a male lemon, not bitter. It's kind of like a sugary sweet lemon. So I really do like that one. I'm enjoying it at the moment in the car. Then on to some wax melts. My dog is just looking at me to say, "What are you doing, you weirdo?" Candy corn. This will have been probably burnt around Halloween, I would think. Yeah, just a lovely sweet smell, but unfortunately it just didn't throw. I mean, it may as well have not been lit, if I'm honest with you. It could be old, but yeah, not one that I'd really go for again, just because I couldn't really smell it. Then we've got Angel Wings. Gorgeous spun sugar scent, but again, it's very light. I was disappointed in the candle, and this didn't really do much better. Not one that I'd go for again. This one was disappointing as well, Black Cherry. Now you can see that it's old because you can see all the leaching into the plastic there. This had a funky scent to it. It was definitely Black Cherry, it was quite strong, but it had a really bitter undertone, which I didn't enjoy, but I think that possibly is because the actual wax melt itself is quite old, so I wouldn't say no, never again, but maybe not in this form. On to Witch's Brew, and this will have definitely been melted on Halloween. It's something I tend to melt on Halloween. Loved this. You can see it was quite old because there's some staining on the plastic there, but this was so strong. It's a straight up patchouli scent, really nice, really kind of atmospheric as well. Really enjoyed this. And then this one is Candy Cane Lane, probably burnt around Christmas time. Yeah, just like a peppermint scent. I enjoyed it. I do like peppermint scents. This is definitely an old one. This is Salted Caramel, and this is from Boundary Milks. I can tell by the label. This was definitely very, very old, and it still had its strength. It smelled lovely. I'm not sure you can still get this anymore, but if you can, I'd definitely recommend it. Oh, we've got the dog moving now as well. May have to pause again in a minute. You're gonna lie down, Pipes. Lie down. Lie down. No one wants to see your feet. Lie down. Good girl. Can we have a table back? Lie down. Next up is Spiced Orange. I wasn't expecting to like this. On cold I really didn't like it. It was quite a sharp scent, but when it was burning it was actually okay. So I wouldn't necessarily buy it again, but I didn't not enjoy the scent as much as I thought I would, if that makes sense. And then on to, this is disgustingly dusty, so I apologise in advance. This is Melt Eden. I've done this one a million times before. It's one of my favourites from Melt. It's kind of like a fig cut grass, and this was in the like pillar candle, which obviously is no more. Definitely will repurchase this. They're expensive, but for what you get, it's definitely worth the price. About to get a little chihuahua in now. Come and say hello, boo. This is little Betsy. She's a monkey, aren't you? She's a sweetheart though. Come on, out of the way. You say I want to see your face. You got a cute little face, haven't you? Yeah. Next up, we've got Yankees Gingerbread Maple. And this is one that I absolutely hate. It's probably one of my oldest ones. I think it's 2015. I absolutely hated this candle when I first burnt it, but it grew on me. I think my nose has definitely changed more into bakery as I've got kind of older. You can see kind of all the oils still in there, but on the last burn you can see that it probably doesn't look so bad, but it sooted up pretty badly. So I just kind of stopped it there. I didn't really want to have to repaint my walls and things like that and breathing smoke and dust. So that's going in the bin, but I really enjoyed that. I believe it's discontinued now, but if you can find it in an outlet or something, definitely pick it up. It's very strong. Next up is one of the Aldi candles. Now this was very disappointing actually. This is Fig and Cassis. I think they're around $3.99, something like that. I really like the aesthetic of the jar. You can see it's gone all the way down to the bottom. It's been fairly clean actually, the burn. But unfortunately the scent on this just wasn't there. It was so light, I mean I couldn't even smell it, it's that close to it, and it's the worst Aldi candle that I've actually had. The other ones have been quite strong. The Blackberry and Bay in particular is one of my favourites. I wouldn't recommend this scent because it might as well not been lit if I'm honest. And we've got this little guy. This I got in a discount store probably for about £2.50 or something. It's the Tuscany candle in ginger pear scone, or scone, however you say that word. Personally it's a scone for me. but I'm sure the people that don't agree with that. It's such a sweet little jar. It's got like cup measurements and things, like a mason jar, cup measurements on the sides and stuff. Quite a pretty little metal leaf there. Now unfortunately this one, I don't think I'll be able to get the lid off one-handed, if I'm honest. I don't think you want to see my toes in shot. No. It didn't have the best burn. Now you can't see because obviously the jar shut. It did go almost to the bottom, but it started sooting up so badly, and again you can't see it because it'll be up in this bit here, that I was like, no, you're gone. And scent wise it really wasn't there, so I'm thinking about reusing this jar though, because I really like the look of it. I might put rice or something in there for cleaning it out, it's so sweet, but wouldn't pick up this one ever again. Next up, last candle jar. Now these are amazing. I spoke about these a million times before. This is the Wickford & Co gingerbread. This is hands down the best gingerbread scent out there. It's so authentic. There probably is another burn in here, but you might be picking up quite how bad that sooting is. You can see it's not bad for a Wickford burn, if I'm honest. Sort of lighting my camera up there. Sometimes it's much messier than that, if I'm honest, but scent payoff wise, one of the best out there. I think they're about £2.99 for the size of the jar, and they're as big as a Yankee candle, so we'll definitely pick these up every single time. It's just unfortunate that I don't have my home bargains where they're sold near me, but definitely recommend that. And then last up we have a box of tea lights. Now these have surprised me actually. They were a complete bargain. I got a couple of packs, which I might, if I've still got some left, which I think I have, I might include them in my next haul. They were actually £2, not £3.99, and it's a Dreamy Summer Nights, which is a scent that I actually love from Yankee, but I didn't really rate the candle because it didn't throw. Now strangely, these really do throw. Have like a luminary, is that the word? From Yankee, that's got like 2 tea light holders, if that makes sense, in one. And you can really smell these when they're burning, which is unusual for tea lights, so I would definitely recommend these if you can pick these up. Okay, that's everything I think. I can't see anything else, so that's everything for now. I will do a haul next. I've got some Bath and Body Works stuff and things like that, so I'll do that now. Take care guys, and happy burning.